Now, what did Texas expect from the Big 12 and the Big 12 commissioner after they asked for a divorce? Longhorn head coach Steve Sarkisian was asked about new Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark's comments, telling the Red Raider Club in Lubbock that they need to take care of business when playing Texas this year. Sark responded by talking about sportsmanship and what kind of message that sends to the student athletes in the conference. That's like having the father who just won big money on a scratch-off and left his wife and kids of 20 years for an Instagram model, then lecturing his kids about principles and commitment. So I ask again, what the hell did you guys expect? You almost ruined their whole conference by leaving, and now you want them to throw rose petals at your feet as you walk out the door and leave them? Now, I don't blame Texas or Oklahoma for heading for greener pastures. It was a smart move. But let's live in reality for a second. Brett Yormark is right to hope Texas doesn't leave on a high note. I wouldn't root for him either if I was him, or if I was any Big 12 fan in general that wasn't a Texas or Oklahoma. I mean, you're not even staying around to get the kids through high school. Yormark is the head of the conference, and his job is to take care of the teams that take care of him. And to be honest, I bet he hopes Oklahoma and Texas lose every game they play this year. And if there was a way for them both to lose the Red River Shootout, he would probably want that too. And can you blame him? Now, I have Texas running the table through the conference championship game and Oklahoma going 10-2. So I hope he doesn't get his wish. But at least he is honest about how he feels and isn't bowing to kiss the ring. So get off your high horse, Sark. Stop lecturing people on being loyal. I don't think it's y'all's best move right now in Austin. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my co-host, former Michigan quarterback David Cohn, former Western State Colorado wide receiver Blaine Crane. Guys, again, no problem with Texas and Oklahoma going to the SEC. I'd have done it too. But like the fact that you're going to sit here and try and lecture Brett Yormark on like what you're teaching the student athletes, like, dude, y'all went to get milk and never came back.
So Sark joked to the reporter first that, you're trying to get me in trouble before he responded, but then he just couldn't help himself.
No,
he couldn't help himself. He said, here's the quote, just so we're all on the same page. I got a letter from the commissioner about sportsmanship the day before that speech, so I'm trying to figure out what exactly we're promoting to our student athletes to say those types of things. I'm guessing that he's not going to have his Thanksgiving dinner with us the night before that game. But look, when you make shirts that say embrace the hate, all the way back in spring, you know what's coming.
Yeah,
I mean, this gauntlet you're about to have to run, forget about playing on the road at Alabama. That's just an extra, fight that you're going to have to be involved in. This Big 12 schedule, when you go on the road to 3 different Texas teams, in-state teams who all want to beat you that last year in the conference, you know what embrace the hate means.
Yeah, and look, I mean, you can use it as a chip on the shoulder, as you can see in the picture right now with the shirt that they made. I'm sure they've sold a ton of them. But Blaine, it kind of reminds me when Dave Chappelle did the skit about the player haters ball. If I'm Brett Yormark, I hope all the bad things happen to you and only you. Guys, college football season is back. The NFL is almost here. We have Major League Baseball playoffs right around the corner, and life's more fun when you're in on the action. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now and use our code CRANE, C-R-A-I-N, C-RAIN, you get it? New customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on college football. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook and only with our code CRANE, C-R-A-I-N. DraftKings, the crown is yours. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net in New York. Call 877-8-HOPE-NEW YORK or text HOPE New York 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit cpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Camp Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. See dnkg.com/football for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Boom! Woo! And breathe. Wow. That's exactly right. Give me a cowboy hat. Let's turn this thing into an auction.
Drink it out of your mom's dish.
Yeah. Why don't you go home and put some water in Buck Nasty's mama's dish?
Y'all know me. I'm all for violence. And in the words of the great leader Palpatine, let the hate flow through you.
Yeah.
We're not here to talk about sportsmanship, dog. No one cares about sportsmanship. Sark, you got to win. You got to win. And this year's the year, buddy. Your roster's loaded. What a great time to leave a conference just right before you drop 30 pounds, right? You all know you're breaking up. You know you're breaking up. You're getting the kids through.
He's down 30?
Yeah, no, he's down 30. Your hair's growing.
You didn't even get the kids through high school.
Your
You just
hair's
announced you're
growing
leaving.
back. You're getting through middle school. We're talking 8th grade. All right, we're going to get him through 8th. We're going to decide high school. Your hair's growing back.
Provia?
You drop 30. Wow. You drop 30. You're beefing up a little bit.
You dropped 30, but you're beefing up a little bit?
Yeah, welcome to it. Muscle, not fat. Come on, dog.
Look, a
you got to
deli
get it
meat.
right. You got to get it right. You're going to lose weight, but gain what? You're going to gain muscle. That's what Sark's doing right now. A couple OnlyFans chicks hit you up. Lady, you're almost 40. I don't want to hear it. You know what you did. I'm going to go win 11 games. Then I'm going to go to the SEC, who's a lot prettier than you and loves to cook.
Well, but if I'm Sark, though, like, I get it. Like, listen, we have a ton of respect for Brett Yormark and the Big 12, and we're focused on game 1 against Rice. Here, next question. Let's talk about
That's what I was
charts.
expecting.
Like, again, though.
He couldn't help it.
It's you went to the casino one night. Whoa, you hit for $500,000 on the slot machine. Security's walking you out to the car. You're on Instagram. Hey, she kind of looks like Selena Gomez. Go home to my wife, right? Your wife, not my wife. Go home to your wife, and you tell her, hey, guess what? I'm leaving. I want a divorce. And I'm going to hang out, on a yacht with Klay Thompson and these Instagram models. Which, guess what? More power to you, dog. But in that same vein, don't then come back to the house the next night and start talking to the kids about honoring your commitments, right? Like, that's what this feels like to me.
No,
I just wanted to make sure Sark didn't go to your house, because that's why I was getting confused.
No, Sark ain't coming to my house.
Clarified.
Sark, you come kick
Legitimate
with me,
question, though. Who would be a worse
Come to my house, you get my wife's name right. You better believe that.
Reed.
Yeah.
All right? Who would be a worse high school teacher, this guy or Kenny Powers?
I don't know.
First of all, me and Kenny Powers in gym class, come on. Come on, we're out here earning scholarships.
Yeah, it's like, I understand why Coach Powers has his physical education class out here. I'm just wondering why Mr. Janowski has the band out here learning how to throw a curveball.
It's like, Kenny,
That's
I'm cutting in.
Yeah. We want to know what y'all think. Was Sark out of bounds? Not that Sark was like, hey, guess what? We need to leave. We need to go to the SEC. I'm not saying it was like just Steve Sarkisian's idea, but Texas in general, like,
I don't think it was too big.
I'm not feeling the holier than thou situation. From Brett Yormark, like I said, I want just bad things to happen to you and only you from here on out.
Like,
Buck Nasty's
keep it to
mama's
yourself
dish.
a little bit, though, right?
Not really.
Like,
Why?
I wouldn't say, here's the thing. I wouldn't say anything. Moving on. You know what I'm worried about? Hey, the offensive line's staying healthy.
First off, just congratulations on surviving. You see what's happening out west?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
Congratulations on just having a conference.
That's
still.
exactly right. It's like the Oregon Trail out there. 1,200 subs away from 100,000. Need I say more? Subscribe.